Hi, I'm Capt. Stanford with Texas Fish Tips. This is your weekly fishing report. Well, over in Port A, we've had some beautiful weather lately. That water is laid down. That wind quit blowing. It is so gorgeous. It is hot, though. Be real careful. Early in the morning, get right out here in the incoming tide, phenodox. That water pushed in gently in there. There's some nice reds in there, some bull reds, some slot reds. There's a couple of mixed trout in there, but just about everything is hitting free line shrimp. Then, if you get on out here to the end of these jetties, anywhere along these rocks, been holding some nice redfish. That current has not been too strong. We've had that full moon. It's real nice. Get out here. I've seen a bunch of tarpon rolling. I can't seem to get them to eat, but they're there. I know they'll hit a mullet, and I know they hit a big old shrimp free-lined out there. There's some jacks. We've caught some nice reds, some 28-inch reds. If you're in a tournament and you're allowed to get there, it's a good place to pick one up for your tournament. Also, this beach, it's holding some nice fish right down through here. There's sharks, just about everything else you can think of. Just run down till you see the birds. Be careful in that surf. Try not to get too shallow because it will swamp your boat. Incoming tide, Lydian channel right here has been holding some nice bait. There's some nice reds way up on that bank. There's been some trout if you throw a croaker out there. Anywhere's down through here has been holding some nice trout in that deeper water. You want a redfish, get up on that bank. Anywhere's down through there. We've been catching some nice ones. They're scattered. They're not just bunches of them, but there is some good reds. Shrimp works on everything. You catch all the hardheads, all the perch, but there is some redfish in there. But they do love cut ladyfish. If you catch some cut ladyfish, cut them up, chuck them on that bank. Throw them anywhere's down through there. But this whole channel, all the way down Quarantine, Shoreline, anywhere's down through here is holding trout. Get you some piggies if you can find them. Croaker works good if they're not too big. Right now they seem to be getting pretty good sized, but they work real well. Freeline shrimp will work, or you can get out here with your topwaters and it helps you cool off a little bit. All the way down there, Big Bayou, there's still a couple of big sharks hanging right in here. If anybody wants to go try and get one, I've seen them again the other day. Be careful swimming, but there's about 5 or 6 footers in there. But anyways, there's some all down through here, some nice trout down through here. Anywhere's through here you can try them. Then, if you ain't got any other thing to do, get out here in these gas wells. It's been holding some nice trout. You'll catch 1 or 2 good ones, a bunch of dinks if you use shrimp. Croaker catches the bigger ones. If you got piggies, that'll work too. But there's been lots and lots of trout out here, but a lot of small ones. All right, incoming tide. Point of Mustang right down through here into Pelican. These rocks right here is holding some trout. All along this bank down through here, there's holding some nice trout. Freeline shrimp on a split shot works pretty good. If you got some piggies or croaker, it'll work too. There's a little horseshoe reef right here. Be careful, but there's fish holding on it. You'll catch a couple of nice keepers, move on. Get on out here in the end of this island right here, incoming tide right here. There's a lot of nice reds in here. There's also some nice trout. You just have to pick through the little ones, get the big ones. Okay, guys. Out here in Corpus Christi Bay, there's lots and lots. There's about 50 wells out here. Each one will hold a trout or two. Some hold more, some hold less each day, different hours. We've been catching them on freeline shrimp. You catch them on croaker, catch the bigger ones. But if they're not biting, throw a freeline shrimp in there. You'll catch a couple of dinks, but you'll catch a couple of them good ones right off the bat. Get off that well, go to the next one. It's not that hard. There's also been some nice trout over here along these rocks, right out here in front of the T-heads all down through here. It's been holding some nice trout. Even up here by the Lexington, believe that one or not, but there's lots of fish up there next to it. But if you get over this Portland shoreline, anywhere's down through here, when that wind's blowing a little bit, especially in the afternoons, it's been holding some nice trout. The redfish be up shallow, but the trout, they like them croaker. Freeline shrimp don't exactly work unless you're throwing on these piers and you're liable to get a sheep's head, you're liable to get a black drum mixed in there, even a redfish. But croaker or piggies is the way to go all the way down through here. And if you catch a ladyfish, cut him up, put him in the rod holder, chunk it way up on that bank, and put it in a rod holder and just hang on. Them reds will hit it. If they're not there, give about 30 minutes, move on down, do it again. But there's been some good redfish all down through that bank. Thanks for watching. I'm Capt. Stanford.